I look tired. I am tired. Tired of you guys following bodybuilders' advice on what to do to eat and fuel your workouts and recover from your workouts. When you're not a bodybuilder, you're not preparing for a show where you have to have sub 5% body fat. You're looking to feel good and get the most out of your workout. So, in order to do that, not eating and not fueling for the workout is not a good idea for you to get the most from your workouts. So before we get into how to do this, we have to remove some misnomers, some myths that you have to get out of your head when you first get into this. Otherwise, it's not really going to make sense to you. So caffeine, that's one that we got to change our stance on. Two, zero sugar or 0 calorie drinks before your workout. You're better off having just water. Reason being is this whole entire video, you are fueling for your workout. So you need calories for energy. Number three, based off of that, low calorie meals before you go ahead and work out. The idea of a low calorie meal is that you're not going to do something that is energy, that requires a lot of energy from you. So 0 calorie meals or low calorie meals before you work out, I'm going to say, let's change the thought process on that. And then lastly, no carbs. Having no carbs before your workout. I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, let's change our stance on that. So now we will segue into how do we fuel and recover for our workout. So there is something that you can Google, you can research. It's called a 3-hour breakdown. For some of my athletes before, I would give some of my fighters Skittles before their fight. Marshawn Lynch, famous for having Skittles on the sideline. That's energy that you can go ahead and tap into real quick. Because when it comes to your workouts, most of your energy is going to predominantly come from carbs. The last example I'll kind of bring up when it comes to this, because I want this video to be quick so you guys can actually apply this as opposed to having to research and study it so much. And we'll bring up a bodybuilding or we'll bring up a strength and conditioning type exercise. If you trap bar deadlift 315, right? And you normally do that when you have a lot of energy, right? And this day says that you have to lift on the trap bar 315 by 3. So that's 3 sets of 3 reps on the trap bar. And you pair that with another workout like maybe pogos, a low level plyometric like I have in my system or Cal Dietz will have in the system for triphasic training. If you don't eat and you don't fuel yourself when you go into that workout on that particular day and it feels like your body can only give you 225, the question is, do you think you got more out of that workout than you would if you didn't fuel yourself properly? The answer is obviously no. So you want to be as close to fueled as possible to get the most out of your workouts.